pages is going to be small like this, and one of them is going to be a lot bigger. Here's the other size. Hi. Welcome to my vlog, yeah. Well, yeah, this vlog is of several days. Earlier, I made cookies, and they were green. Hello, everyone, and once again, welcome to this vlog. My name is Sarah. I'm a writer, a musician, and a zine maker. And so this video is like what I got up to during the month of June. Right off the bat, you can see that I am working on my monthly goals for the month, hence monthly goals. And I just make a little bingo card on this chalkboard I have, and that just helps like keep me on track for the month and like help me feel like I'm getting things done. So making a bingo card instead of a to-do list was not my idea. I got this idea from another channel on YouTube called Neurocuriosity Club, and they were suggesting hacks for those with the ADHD. I do not have an ADHD diagnosis, but I thought I would try the bingo card to-do list anyways, and it's really been working. I've been using it for the past 3 months, so thank you, Neurocuriosity Club on YouTube. And so the whole point of having a bingo card instead of a to-do list is that there's less pressure to get everything on the list done. You're really just aiming to get the 5 in a row bingo sort of idea. It just sort of gamifies the to-do list, and then once I get a bingo, I get like very into it. Then I try to get the crisscross X, see how many bingos I can do. And this is also just a visual reminder of all the things that I have gotten done. So if I'm feeling really bad about myself, I can just look over at my chalkboard and be like, you can't feel bad about yourself because look at all these things you've gotten done. And it's now past the end of June, so I'll let you guys know that I did end up crossing off 20 out of the 25 bingo slots on this chalkboard here, and I have since reset it for July because it is now July. Happy July, everyone. Please consider adding the following tasks to your July to-do list. Like this video and subscribe to my channel. This is gonna be some interesting camera work here. I just thought I'd show you what I'm doing here. I've got these like little tags that I made from, I used to have these bookmarks, but the bookmarks are really bad. Well, I've redone the bookmarks in a better way, and these are the old ones. So what I do is I just take them and I punch a hole with my hole punch, just like that, and then I write what my product is. So right now I'm working on these patches that I've been making, and just so that people know like what it is and they remember that they got it from me, so that they can look me up online later, or maybe just throw these little pieces of paper in the recycling. I don't know. So yeah, I just thought I'd attach those to the back with some old safety pins that I have lying around as well. And here, let me show you some of the patches I've been working on. You just had it there. Maybe if I put it on top of this big one. Yeah. Sorry, but this one, some of them are like from song lyrics, like here's another song lyric one. This one's song lyrics. And then I just got into making these like little ones, so like, it's like, you know, if you make zines, you might want to put this on your jacket or on your shirt or on your backpack, I don't know. And then I'm getting into some more political ones. And then this big one over here is just like, this was a t-shirt and I just cut out the part of the t-shirt and then layered another piece of fabric behind it and zigzagged the edges. So yeah, I mean, there's not much to this. I embroider it on one piece of fabric and then I put a second layer behind it so that nobody sees the embroidered stuff. And then I zigzag stitch the edges. You can see my machine was very upset about the thicker fabric here, so it's not the best, but it's not meant to be the best. It's just for fun, and I'm really just experimenting. I've only made 7 so far. Hi. I think I can do this. Okay, now I can see myself. I'm using a mirror as the viewfinder. So that's what I'm up to this morning. I'm really excited to be experimenting with these patches, and I hope it goes well. I haven't really figured out how to put them online or anything because they're all kind of different and I can't really make, like, it would take me a long time to make a lot of the same one to have as a listing, like on an online storefront. So I think I'm just gonna offer them in person. I mean, we're experimenting. We're in the beginning stages now, so you never know where this could go. And maybe one day I could get like an embroidery machine, but I'm going to finish tagging all of those with their little tags that I made. Oh, hi everyone. You're gonna have to excuse my workspace because this is the best I can do for today, and it's just, this is real. So today, I want to work on some misprints. I went to Staples to get some lovely, well, I don't know, to get a very nice quality, no, maybe not very nice, a better quality than at-home printed zines. But then what happened is it looks nice right on this side, right? It looks nice. Well, wrong, because when it printed the other side, it printed in landscape instead of in portrait, like how I wanted it to. I don't know how that happened, but it cost me $25. So I lost $25 trying to make a nicer copy of my zines, and then I basically cried on the way home, and that was several months ago. So now I'm gonna try and save these and bind it in a misprint. So first I'm going to take half of them. In this half, I'm going to use the portrait side, and for the other half, I'm going to use the landscape side, and hopefully splice together almost the full zine. But first, I'm going to fold it. This is going to take me longer than 15 minutes, isn't it? I didn't even use my bone folder on that. Once again, I'm using books as a tripod, you know. I'm doing my best here. Okay, so there's half of them. And we're just gonna open them back up. You guys are probably like, what's the point of folding them in the first place? So the point of folding these in the first place and then opening them back up is that they are now folded for the binding part of the process. So now I have folded them beforehand, so I have to fold less than if I were to cut them and then fold them. That's why I did that. Basically, don't be like me. If you don't know what you're doing, don't be too scared to ask someone who works at the store, because I just didn't ask somebody who worked there. My zine came out messed up as a result. So now we're just going to cut it in half, and a half inches should be the halfway point. Whew. Anyways, it's a misprint anyways, so I would not have ripped that. I probably shouldn't have cut 10 pages at once. Why did I do that? Usually I cut them in batches of 3. So now we have the first page, the cover and the back, and this is, I think, 4th and 5th page. Anyways, now we take our landscape side and we're gonna fold along the center of those, and then we're gonna have to cut somewhere weird. Somewhere where you wouldn't normally cut, because once again, they're messed up. Okay, now once again, we open them back up. So I'm gonna cut the extra off here and then down the middle. So cut here and here. Like I said, it's a misprint, so it's gonna be a funky looking zine. But this time, I'm going to cut less pages at once. But really, what I'm trying to say right now is I'm going to finish cutting that off camera, and then I'll meet you again later to bind them, okay? And then I'll come back and show you how these misprints looked finished off. Boom, stapler. So here I'm just setting up my cut pages into their little piles, and I'm going to put them all in what is the closest to the order of what it's actually supposed to be. Most of these clips here are in real time as well. For example, this exact clip is real time. Kind of obvious, but maybe not. So this is how long it takes me to put things together. I am a big lover of sped up video, but I think part of speeding up video and like the magic of editing just makes things seem like they take less time than they actually do. So just keep that in mind, dear viewer, when you see things. There's actually so many minutes of footage that I have chopped out of this vlog. Maybe I'm just extremely slow at things. I don't know. Okay, yay! The best part is stapling. I love the sound that the stapler makes. It's like donk. And it actually spend so much time trying to make sure that each staple is perfectly in the middle. So that's how I spend time. I straighten it back up, I fold it out, I'm like, where's the middle? And then here I am. I get like right down into it. And then I finally position the stapler. So that's like a good, 30 seconds of making sure the staple is in the right spot. And I did that for every single zine. I do that for every single zine I make. And so here's what it looks like. There was the cover, and then when you open it up, it looks like this, pretty normal, until you get to the middle, and you're like, what are these tiny little pages here? And also if you ignore the fact that some of the pages are sideways. So yeah, how fun. I love the way that these misprints turned out. Then I decided I could even take my little marker here and write on the middle page that it was a misprint and which number misprint it was. I ended up with 9 misprinted copies in the end. Not sure why this clip decided to focus on my elbow, so apologies for that, but I mean, like, everything else looks horrible, but at least my elbow is highly focused. I know everyone was dying to get great clips of my elbow. So here I'm trying to show you that I completely missed the middle of that zine, despite all my best efforts that I just talked about to make sure the staple was right in the middle. That one was very crooked, but it's okay because these are misprints anyways. And I just had a lot of fun making them and avoiding wasting 20 pages. I feel like I reclaimed those $25. You know what I mean? Great. So thanks for watching. Please leave a like or subscribe if you want to see more from me. Okay, I'll say bye now. So that is the story of how I took 20 pages of misprints, actually it was 19 pages of misprints, and turned it into 9 zines that will hopefully somebody will pick them up, or I will just send them out as freebies in the mail or something. They're kind of fun, and now I only have 1 page to recycle, so, and it's like a fun little bonus for everyone. I'm actually gonna end the vlog here because I suspect that it is actually longer than I think it is. I think I have very minimal amounts of footage, but I probably actually have a lot more than I thought. So I'm gonna finish it there. So please leave a like, a comment or a subscribe if you want to see more from me. My name is Sarah and I make zines. I'm a musician and I also write things, and I also apparently make YouTube videos, which I hope are mildly entertaining. Maybe they're just boring. I don't really care, because I have fun making them. Okay, I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.